Hi guys, quick change of scenery for you today because we are redoing the floors in my gym down in the basement. So I'm just gonna invite you into my bedroom today for some core work. All right, so we're gonna follow the same process that we followed last core session, but I've got all new moves for you. So I'm gonna show you 5 standing ab moves, okay? And these are really to facilitate some heat in the body, some mobility, especially in the hips and the glutes, because you're gonna see us working those, and to get the quads prepared to support that core as part of the extended core, shoulders to knees, everything in between. All right, so we'll do our preparatory 5 moves, bringing the heat flow, bringing the increased heart rate, and then we're gonna do 5 face down or prone moves, and then 5 face up or supine moves to finish it off and really burn up the core for you. All right, so let's get started here. I'm going to take you through our first 5. We did 45-second intervals, which gave us a 40-minute class today. If you want to go a little bit longer, you could just increase these to 1-minute intervals, and you'll end up with about an hour's worth of extended core work. All right, so I don't know, it's up to you. Okay, so we're going to start with a good morning. This is unloaded, meaning no weight. All of class today is no equipment. All right, and what I'm going to do is push those hips back as far as I can, flatten out my back here, keep the elbows nice and open in this move. What I don't want to do is get saggy or pull on my neck. So that's a good, very just gentle warm-up move that we're going to do. And then we're going to take that into something a little bit more increased. I'm going to have you turn the toes out, all right, and then lower into your squat. We're going to reach up and under at the same time, and we're going to go side to side. And I really like you to elongate those arms as much as possible. So find your inner yogi here, because that long arm is going to stretch out my side a lot more than if I'm passive with this move. Okay, so give me long, reaching straight arms side to side. And then move number 3. We'll go ahead and build on that. Let's squat and then pick up from the glute. So this should not be a huge move. I really don't want to use the mobility of the hip socket to its fullest extent. I want to use the muscle of the glute to do the lifting here. Squat. So squeeze that glute first and just take that heel kind of at a 45-degree angle, back corner of the room. All right, from there, how about we test your balance a little bit? With this side bend, knee extension, same side, every time. Just like the last move I did was also same side every time, okay? Now we're doing out. Little pause there, a little warm up for the quad. All right, time to increase that heart rate here. Give me this. Lunge, lunge, switch. All right, if you need to pause and then, but do me a favor and always catch yourself with a little bit of spring in that step so we don't jar the joints. Now, if you're not a fan of hopping, my option is to step forward, step back, okay? All right, so you're gonna repeat those 5, other side if necessary. Now we're gonna move to the floor. Okay, so come on down. All right, so these are our face down moves, and they're a little bit tougher than everything we just did standing, okay? So we're gonna start here with a tabletop, but if possible, I wanna float my tabletop, which means picking up the knees off the floor, and then they're gonna stay there while I go elbow, elbow, hand, hand, down onto my mat, okay? If I had a mat. All right, good. Knees are gonna stay floating, and the quads are gonna love that one. All right, next step, let's extend those legs, come into a grasshopper, which means, let's say, left leg to right elbow, and then left leg out, flaring away from the body. You see it back there? And it's going to be the same leg every time. So that's why we paid extra special attention to warming up those hips earlier. Okay, a bird dog type crunch except I'm not going to reach out the hand, with a knee. All right. So what does that mean? Well, it looks like this. Let's go ahead and do right leg this time. Right leg out. Okay. So when I just set this left leg on the floor, when that right leg comes in, left leg is also going to come up. So everything is going to round. You're going to give me a big, strong exhale. You're going to keep those left toes tucked under. And that's a good one. All right. That's going to be even more quad work. So now it's starting to look a little bit like leg day, but those quads are a really important part of our extended core. So it's got to be in there. Okay. Now, extended plank load. We're going to let the quads rest a little bit, and we're going to shift our focus to the shoulders by taking that regular plank and reaching out a little bit more in front of us. Okay, and then don't lock the elbows. Keep them supple and keep it like a plank. This, no good. You're starting to look like a down dog, okay? Do your best. It's just 45 seconds. If you can hold that. If you are in your knee plank, same thing. I can reach out here, knee plank, but extended. All right, guys. From there, okay, we're on our side. We're going to do a little bit more of that hip work. If your hand is still out here, like that extended plank, it's not going to be as much work for your core. So do me a favor, bring it underneath the shoulder, okay? Back or upper hand behind the head. Now I'm going to lift behind the leg as that leg lifts outward, okay? It's just an extended leg. I'll move so you can see it a little bit better. Get that hand under my shoulder. Lift, lower. All right, that was a lot of one-sided work. So you absolutely need to repeat this set again and shift to your other side. Okay, hey, now we're into our face up work. Sunny side up. We're going to start with some leg lowers. I'm going to ask for a figure 8. So possibly you're going to take me up on my offer to tuck hands under hips here. Legs up. Figure 8 your way down, figure 8 your way up. Now, if you get too close to the ground and you feel like your back is starting to arch, then we're too close, okay? We don't have the support yet to get that close to the ground. So we're going to do our figure 8s a little higher up in the air, okay? If you can come down nice and low and not create that extra little arch underneath, then go for it. All right, so now what we're going to do is something that's kind of an add-on to what we did last week. Last week, I had you prop your knees, and then we stayed in contact with the legs, and we just slid up the thighs and back down, keeping the space of a baseball or an orange between our chin and our chest. Today, this week, what we're going to do is lift those legs, not over our torso, but over the floor. And then same idea. So I'm going to take my wrists up above the knees. Watch out for that orange or that baseball that you need to keep tucked chin to chest. That is a big old squeeze, like a wringing of a sponge in the core here. You're going to feel that one. We're going to move on. Okay, a little bit of momentum here. I'm going to have you do an arm throw, but we're only coming halfway up. So go ahead and prop those knees from here. See that? And I'm pausing at the top. So if you are able, pause. Bring that chest forward. Give me a nice flat back behind. If you need to, use that option. Grab onto the legs. I'm okay with that. But I love that pause at the top. Okay, almost there. We got 2 more. Check this out. This is one of my new favorite moves. I'm going to prop up on the elbows and then extend one leg. Okay, so leg and foot on the floor. Now take a look. Everything's going to float up. Doesn't look like much. I know when you're just watching this video, you're like, okay. But wait till you get to it. This one I love because you can feel exactly what it is doing inside. All right, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to finish this off with a clap under. Take a look. For the first round, I am just going to have a long lever, not a short lever, a long one, okay? One leg, other leg, both legs. All right, so just repeat. 1, 2, both. Okay, now guys, pay attention here because I want round 2 a little bit more intense. I really want this ab workout to let you know that you were here for 40 minutes to 60 minutes and you did your job. So when we repeat those figure 8s, it's the infinity symbol this time. It's a figure 8 lying on its side, okay? And then when we get to the very last move, that clap under, can you go longer with the lever? What if you were to go straight legs? 1, 2, pike? What? What is that pike doing at the end of your workout? It's kicking your butt, okay? So if you can, go for it. If not, then just maybe give me a little bit more of those feet away from the body than you did round 1. All right, guys, I think this is a good one. I can't wait to get your feedback on it, and I hope you have fun and work safe. I will see you next week.